Welcome to NXT, where a new season begins after WrestleMania and major changes are already on the horizon. Here comes a surprise appearance from AAA General Manager Rey Mysterio as he makes his way to the ring with a microphone in hand. Rey Mysterio confirms the rumors, announcing that both AAA and TNA have been acquired by WWE and will now be merged into NXT. He also reveals that he is honored to be appointed as the new General Manager of NXT to oversee the transition after the merger. To mark this new era, Mysterio announces 5 blockbuster triple threat matches tonight to consolidate the championships. A new era begins in NXT and WWE, with the landscape changing after the merger. Tonight promises to be a blockbuster night, as 5 major title unification matches will determine the future of the championships. The following triple threat match, scheduled for one fall, is for the NXT Cruiserweight Championship. Introducing first, from Charlotte, North Carolina, weighing in at 205 pounds, representing the System, he is the TNA X Division Champion, Cedric Alexander. Cedric Alexander returns to NXT as the TNA X Division Champion, determined to prove himself once again and leave this title unification match still holding championship gold. Next, from Tala, Mexico, weighing in at 165 pounds, representing Latino World Order, he is the WWE European Champion, Dragon Lee. Dragon Lee makes his way to the ring for this title unification match, determined to continue holding championship gold after his successful WrestleMania showdown with AAA's El Hijo del Vikingo. Next, from Nuevo Laredo, Tamaulipas, Mexico, weighing in at 180 pounds, he is the AAA World Cruiserweight Champion, Laredo Kid. AAA World Cruiserweight Champion Laredo Kid makes his way to the ring for this title unification match, determined to keep championship gold around his waist and prove himself in this new NXT environment. The bell rings and the battle for the NXT Cruiserweight Championship is underway, with all 3 men exploding out of the gate, each determined to win this high-stakes title unification match. Dragon Lee and Laredo Kid appear to form a temporary alliance, working together to take out Cedric Alexander before inevitably turning their attention back to each other with the NXT Cruiserweight Championship on the line. Cedric Alexander fights his way back into the match, taking Dragon Lee down with a fisherman suplex before launching himself into a springboard splash on Laredo Kid. Laredo gets his knees up just in time to stop Cedric, then drops him with a suplex before Dragon Lee fires back and takes Laredo out with a reverse Hurricane Rana. Dragon Lee appears to be firmly in control, but Cedric Alexander evades the incoming attack and looks to seize momentum back in this high-stakes title unification match. Cedric Alexander continues to wear down Dragon Lee, but Laredo Kid quickly joins the attack, determined to improve his own chances of capturing the NXT Cruiserweight Championship. Cedric Alexander drops Laredo Kid with a devastating lumbar check, but Dragon Lee storms back into the ring, clotheslines Cedric to the outside, and quickly goes for the pin on Laredo. Here is your winner and new NXT Cruiserweight Champion, Dragon Lee! Dragon Lee secures the victory in this title unification triple threat match, surviving Cedric Alexander and Laredo Kid to stand tall. With this win, Dragon Lee becomes the new NXT Cruiserweight Champion and carries the division into a new era. The following triple threat tornado tag team match, scheduled for one fall, is for the NXT Tag Team Championships. Introducing first, from Monclova, Coahuila, Mexico, weighing in at 275 pounds, he is one half of the AAA Tag Team Champions, La Parka. And his partner, from Culiacan, Sinaloa, Mexico, weighing in at 150 pounds, he is one half of the AAA Tag Team Champions, Mr. Iguana. Next, weighing in at a combined weight of 404 pounds, representing the Vanity Project, they are the NXT Tag Team Champions, Brad Baylor and Ricky Smokes. Next, weighing in at a combined weight of 473 pounds, they are the TNA World Tag Team Champions, Dutch and Vincent, the Righteous. The bell rings and this chaotic triple threat tag team championships unification match begins. Dutch immediately makes his presence felt, using his size and power to overpower the opposition and establish early control. Mr. Iguana showcases his unique blend of offense, catching Dutch off guard and taking the powerhouse down with quick, creative attacks. However, Vincent quickly cuts him off and drops Mr. Iguana. Vincent impresses in the chaos, dropping Brad Baylor before La Parka takes out Ricky Smokes with a kendo stick. Vincent then covers La Parka, but Mr. Iguana breaks it up. The chaos continues as Baylor drops Mr. Iguana, while La Parka takes out Vincent with a face buster. Vanity Project then showcases its teamwork, taking down the opposition and seizing control. Brad Baylor tries to steal the win with a leverage pin on Mr. Iguana, but Dutch quickly breaks it up to keep the Righteous alive. The Righteous then look to take control of the match, but the slippery Mr. Iguana catches them off guard with his agile offense. The chaos continues in the ring, and amid the confusion, Ricky Smokes looks to steal the victory, rolling up Mr. Iguana with a schoolboy pin. Here are your winners, and still NXT Tag Team Champions, The Vanity Project. The Vanity Project steals the win, surviving the chaos to retain the NXT Tag Team Championships. Brad Baylor and Ricky Smokes leave with the gold, proving they can deliver when the stakes are highest. The following title unification triple threat match, scheduled for one fall, is for the NXT Women's Championship. Introducing first, from Monterrey, Nuevo León, Mexico, she is the AAA Reina de Reinas champion, Flammer. Next, from Las Vegas, Nevada, representing Ren QCC, she is the NXT Women's Champion, Kendall Gray. Next, from Liverpool, England, she is the TNA Knockouts World Champion, Xia Brookside. The bell rings, and this triple threat title unification match for the NXT Women's Championship is officially underway. All three women explode into action, each determined to emerge victorious and walk out as the undisputed champion of this new era. Xia Brookside appears to gain the early advantage, taking down Flammer before connecting with a springboard moonsault on Gray. However, Flammer quickly gets back into the action and punishes Brookside, shifting the momentum in this high-stakes title unification match. Gray hits Flammer with Shades of Grey and hooks the leg for the pin, but Flammer manages to kick out just in time to keep the match alive. Wait a minute, here come La Hiebra and Lady Maravilla of Las Tóxicas storming the ring and attacking both Gray and Xia Brookside. With both women taken down, Flammer returns to the ring and looks to pick up what is left of Brookside, gaining a major advantage in this title unification match. Flammer picks Brookside up, hoists her up, and drives her into the mat with a reverse air raid crash before going for the pin. Here is your winner and new NXT Women's Champion, Flammer! Flammer secures the NXT Women's Championship, aided by interference from her Las Tóxicas allies. The following triple threat title unification match, scheduled for one fall, is for the NXT North American Championship. Introducing first, from Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 182 pounds, he is the TNA International Champion, Mustafa Ali. Next, from Wilmington, North Carolina, weighing in at 227 pounds, he is the reigning NXT North American Champion, Miles Bourne. Next, from Torreon, Coahuila, Mexico, weighing in at 198 pounds, he is the AAA Latin American Champion, El Hijo de Dr. Wagner Jr. The bell rings and all three competitors explode into action, wasting no time going after one another. The momentum shifts constantly as Miles Bourne, El Hijo de Dr. Wagner Jr., and Mustafa Ali each look to prove they are worthy of becoming the undisputed champion. Miles Bourne continues to impress, using sharp counters and quick offense to keep his more experienced opponents on the defensive before the action spills to ringside. A kendo stick comes into play, and after a chaotic battle for control, El Hijo de Dr. Wagner Jr. stands tall with the weapon in hand as both rivals are left laid out. Dr. Wagner Jr. takes firm control of the match, overwhelming both opponents with relentless offense as he looks to capture the NXT North American Championship. Back in the ring, Wagner drives Mustafa Ali into the mat and hooks the leg, but Ali somehow finds the strength to kick out at the last possible moment. Wagner stays in control, dropping Bourne with a perfectly executed fisherman suplex. Ali quickly capitalizes, catching up with Wagner and dropping him with a devastating move before hooking the leg for the pin. Bourne dives back into the action to break up the count, sparking a comeback of his own as all three competitors continue to battle for supremacy. Ali refuses to back down, blasting Bourne with a springboard dropkick before following up with a shot from a steel chair. Wagner quickly regains control, hoisting Ali into the air and driving him hard into the mat with authority. As Wagner looks to capitalize, Bourne surprises him by tossing him out of the ring before immediately covering Ali for the pin. Here is your winner, and still the NXT North American Champion, Miles Bourne! Miles Bourne delivers the performance of his career, overcoming two more experienced opponents to emerge victorious and successfully unify all three championships into one. The following triple threat title unification match, scheduled for one fall, is for the NXT Championship. Introducing first, from Puebla, Mexico, weighing in at 161 pounds, he is the AAA Mega Champion, El Hijo del Vikingo. Next, from Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 250 pounds, he is the reigning NXT Champion, the Don, Tony D'Angelo. Next, from Hollywood, Florida, weighing in at 218 pounds, he is the TNA World Champion, Nick Nemeth. The bell rings and Tony D'Angelo, Nick Nemeth, and El Hijo del Vikingo explode into action, each looking to gain the early advantage as the triple threat title unification match gets underway. The momentum swings wildly from one competitor to another as every exchange showcases their determination to prove they are worthy of unifying the championships. The action continues to swing back and forth as all three competitors refuse to give an inch in this high-stakes championship clash. El Hijo del Vikingo finally creates an opening, dropping Tony D'Angelo with a thunderous superkick before punishing him with repeated shots from a kendo stick. Vikingo takes firm control of the match, looking every bit like the favorite to unify all three championships tonight. Tony D'Angelo refuses to stay down, mounting a fierce comeback that shifts the momentum back in his favor. The Don showcases his ruthless side, launching El Hijo del Vikingo out of the ring with a thunderous suplex. Turning his attention to Nick Nemeth, D'Angelo unloads with punishing strikes before using the kendo stick to trap him in a painful submission hold. But Vikingo is quick to return into the ring to break up the hold. Tony D takes out his frustration on Vikingo for ruining his plan before turning his attention to Nemeth. Nemeth counters at the perfect moment and plants the Don with a thunderous DDT. Nemeth is on a roll, dropping Vikingo with a zigzag before taking out Tony D with the NXT Championship. Nemeth follows with a super kick to Vikingo and hooks the leg, looking to unify the titles. Here is your winner and new NXT Champion, Nick Nemeth! Nick Nemeth marks his return to WWE with a monumental victory, unifying the championships and becoming NXT Champion once again. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe to the channel if you like this video.